Oh my god. Now to not look at the viewfinder because I'm gonna be obsessed with that. Don't look at yourself. I've also got a little reward for myself at the end of this. It's a little Bakewell slice. So I'll look forward to that. Hello everybody. If this is your first time seeing my face, then hi, I'm Hetty. I'm 23 years old and I make videos on TikTok, which is what a lot of people know me for. Cringy acting videos. POV videos basically. I'm really selling myself here. I've been wanting to start a YouTube account literally from the age of like 12 years old, but I never knew exactly where to go with it because I've got tons of different interests. If you guys know me from my TikTok, I love doing acting. I'm an aspiring actress, but I also love fashion and beauty and gaming. I mean, I don't game, but I enjoy watching other people game. So I've been kind of confused about where to go with this. I still don't quite know where I'm going to go with YouTube, but I've got the camera, I've got the dodgy setup, and yeah, I hope you guys watch my videos and enjoy them. So, as you can probably already see by the title of this video, this is going to be a Q&A. I asked you guys over on TikTok to send me through some questions, and I'm going to answer them for you in the hope that you get to know me better. So, the first question is, are you an only child? If not, how many siblings have you got? No, I am not an only child. I actually come from quite a big family. I am the oldest of 5 siblings. So I've got 4 younger siblings. I'm the eldest. The oldest? The eldest? I don't know how that works. So it's me, and then I've got 3 brothers and 1 sister, and we are all very, very close. I'm very lucky to have them all. Haven't got many friends, but I have got lots of siblings, so there we go. When did you decide you wanted to be an actor/actress? So, I've always been really interested in acting, in films. The whole kind of entertainment industry is something that I have a lot of passion about, but I was always too shy in school to go to any drama classes or stand up and act in front of my class. Even though I've always loved it, I never had the confidence to do it. But in the past few years, I've really found my confidence and I'm pursuing it now. So I've only really been pursuing it since the start of this year. So, you know, I'm only like 9 months into my acting journey per se, but I've always loved acting, but didn't really have the confidence to do it until this year really. I don't think I was ready either. But yes, I'm ready now, and that is the goal, to be an actress. Let's see how that goes. Next question, do you have any hidden talents? None of my talents are hidden. I'm joking. I can do the clover thing with my tongue. I can't do it without making the face. No, I don't really have any hidden talents. What is something about yourself that you're proud of? This is a really cute question. Thank you for asking this. I don't want to sound like soppy and cliche, but I feel like not to be a victim or like whatever, but I feel like I've seen and been through quite a lot of challenging things in my life, and I'm proud that I've managed to stay myself throughout all of it. I feel like some of the traumatic things that have happened in my life, I could have turned out to be an arsehole, and I pride myself in being a nice human being with a soft, gentle soul. Fucking hell, that got deep. What age did you get your first boyfriend/girlfriend? I had my first boyfriend when I was 18 years old. We don't need to go into it. Lessons were learnt, and now I know what I'm worth. Alright? What's something you regret doing the most? Again, I don't want to sound cringy, but I try to live my life without having any regrets. Like, I don't necessarily regret anything I've done. However, I do sometimes regret not doing stuff. Like, there are a few people I wish I could have gone back in time and told them just to fuck off. I regret not standing up for myself more earlier on in my life, because I used to be, you know, I was the quiet kid in school. People took the piss out of me, and I wish I would have stood up for myself more. Stood up for myself more. So yeah, my only regret really is not standing up for myself more. Do you prefer series or movies? Oh, that's such a good question. I think overall I prefer movies. I do enjoy TV series, but they have to be really good to, you know, keep my attention, whereas I just love movies. I love rating movies. I have a letterbox if you want to go check it out, and I love going to the cinema. I love the whole experience of going to see a film at the cinema. It's amazing to me. How tall are you? I am 5'8". Have you always lived in England? Yes, I have always lived in England. I do like it here. I live in the countryside with my dad and my siblings and my dog, and yeah, I like living in England. I like where I live. Would I move out of England? Potentially. If I got really rich, I'd move to like LA or something, or New York, because that's where like the hotspot is for acting. But my dad's actually Swedish. And I have a lot of Swedish family, so I would consider moving over to Sweden. It's so beautiful over there, so yeah, but for the moment I live in England. Do you have pets? I do. I have one pet. I have a English bulldog called Mabel. I'll insert a photo here. And she is literally my baby. She sleeps on this bed every single night with me. She's quite old now. She's 9 years old, which is quite old for a bulldog, but I love her so much. She doesn't really do much anymore, like she pretty much sleeps all day now because she's old. But yes, I have a dog and I love her. Do you have any tattoos? Yes, I have 4 tattoos. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Soon to be 5. I'm getting a 5th one on Friday. If you guys want me to do an explanation of what each one means and the pain and the price, all of that, I'm more than happy to do so because I love talking about tattoos. What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a kid? When I was little, I wanted to be a vet because I've always loved animals and I wanted to be a vet. But then I realised how smart you have to be for that, and also you have to like cut open dogs' tummies and stuff, so I don't want to do that. Celebrity crush. I'll give you my top 3 crushes at the moment. Obviously, if you know me, you know it's Pedro Pascal, Paul Mescal, and probably Aaron Taylor-Johnson right now. I don't need to give an explanation there. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Have you seen them? Did you grow up doing theatre? No, I grew up going to the theatre, but I've done a few amateur performances with like my local drama studio when I was like a teenager, but barely. I've barely done any theatre work, but I've always loved going to the theatre, and now I want to be on that stage. That's what I want to do. Are you at uni? If so, what do you study? No, I'm not at uni. I graduated from the University of Leicester in 2022 with a degree in psychology. So been there, done that. Wouldn't want to go back there. I feel like when you're going through school, teachers don't really push apprenticeships and going straight into work. It's kind of just like, which uni are you going to go to? They don't really kind of explore other options of you. Uni kind of felt like the only route to me, so I just went there because that's what everyone else was doing, and I kind of regret it. It was kind of the worst time in my life. Is your hair bleached, or have you ever tried a new hair colour? Yes, my hair is bleached. I'm blonde at the moment and I'm really liking the blonde look. I love it. It's quite expensive to upkeep, but I've been tons of different colours. I've been pink, I've been brown, I've been black, I've done black and blonde underneath. I've done loads of stuff. I used to have a block fringe as well. I know that's not a hair colour, but I've been all different hair colours, hairstyles. But yeah, I like my blonde for now. She can stay. She can stay. What is your favourite childhood memory? Oh, this is so cute. There's no specific memory that pops to mind, like a specific incident or place or time, but just being a kid and playing with my siblings in the garden in summer. You know, these were back in the days where, you know, we didn't have phones, we didn't have an iPad, we would just go out and explore, go to the park, roller skate. So yeah, anything involving my siblings when we were growing up, you know, just going to the park, going on the swings, building a den in the forest. Just, I love my siblings more than anything, and my happiest memories are with them when we were younger. Oh my god, I could cry thinking about this. I'm not gonna cry on YouTube, not gonna cry on YouTube. Yeah, I just absolutely adore my siblings, and just looking back at summer times we used to spend outside together just playing and making up stories in our head and on the trampoline and stuff like that. Oh, God, I love them so much. What has been the most challenging part about pursuing acting, and is there anything you do to help yourself overcome those difficulties? Yeah, acting, it's not all the glitz and glam that it's kind of put out to be, and I've only been trying to do it for like 9 months, and I guess rejection is quite hard, especially when you kind of, you know, you get a self-tape for something, or you get an audition and you think, oh, I really want this, I can really see myself doing it, and then you get rejected. It's really, really hard. You just have to really develop that thick skin and think, no, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm passionate about, and you know, it would be unrealistic to think that I could just get my dream role like that. Like, it's gonna take a while, it's gonna take a lot of rejection. So yeah, what was the last part of that question? How do I help myself overcome those difficulties? Just knowing that the right thing will come to you. I know that I'm passionate about this, and if it's meant to work out, it will. So I'm gonna give it my best shot, and yeah. What's the best advice you've ever heard? People are more worried about themselves than they are about you. I used to be so self-conscious, and I felt like when I walked outside, everyone was staring at me and everyone was focused on what I was doing. Nobody cares. Everyone is too focused in their own lives, and everyone's battling with their own insecurities, their own shit. They're not worried about you. You do your thing and you slay the day. What is your full name? My full name is Hetty Ruth Board. So Hetty was my mum's grandma, Ruth was my dad's grandma, and Board is my dad's surname. It's French. If you were given the chance to act in your desired genre, which would you pick? I would go for a psychological thriller. I just watched Blink Twice, directed by Zoe Kravitz, and I would love to be in something like that. Some kind of horror slash thriller slash like action film. I love that kind of stuff, and I would die to be in a film like that. Like anything, like I loved Saltburn. I know Saltburn was a controversial one and some people didn't like it, but I would absolutely love to be in a film like Saltburn. I love that kind of stuff. Or a romance film, but only if it's opposite Paul Mescal or Pedro Pascal. For obvious reasons. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? See, thing is, a lot of times when people meet me, they automatically think that I'm extroverted because I'm quite confident, but actually I am deeply introverted. I really value my own time and my own space, and I think the key difference between an introvert and an extrovert is the extroverts, they gain their energy from being around people, whereas for an introvert like myself, being around people is something that drains me. It doesn't give me energy, it drains me. Unless it's like my family, that brings me up, but being around new people, it sucks the life out of me. Not in a bad way, that sounds really bad. I do enjoy talking to new people, but only for a few hours, then I need to go and sit quietly by myself and have a little drink and recuperate. What's your favourite musical? I love Les Mis, I love Hairspray, I went to go and see Hamilton, that was really good. What other musicals do I like? La La Land, does that count as a musical? La La Land is also my favourite film. Oh, I would love to be in a musical, by the way. That would also be a dream, although I can't really sing, so that might put a spanner in the works. Do you have any tips for beginner actors? No. And I say that because I am also a beginner actor. You know, I've had no training, I have no proper experience, I'm just winging it. So I'm really sorry, but I don't necessarily have any advice apart from just go for it. Just have your confidence, back yourself and go for it. What are your Letterboxd 4 favourites? TV show edition. This is hard because I know what my top 4 films are, but let me think about TV series. Okay, starting off, definitely The Walking Dead. Santa Clarita Diet, that's an underrated one. Oh my god, Stranger Things, definitely. And then probably Bridgerton, season 2 specifically. Those are probably my 4 favourite TV series that I will rewatch. Ooh! Ooh, I love this one. What's a statistic you would want to know from your life, e.g. how many people have dreamt about you, how many times you've laughed, how many times someone has liked you, etc. I was actually on a date relatively recently and we were speaking about this. That's a really good one. Thing is, my mind goes to stupid stuff like how many poos have I done in my life? Do you know what I mean? Like, I would want to know something stupid. Yeah, I think I want to know how many poos I've done in my life. How many would that be? Do you reckon I've pooed enough in my life to fill a whole swimming pool full of poo? Someone just asked, how much pressure are you feeling and how are you dealing with it? Specifically, now that you're talking about your goals and dreams in public. I don't really feel any pressure. I'm just doing my own thing and I'm choosing to share this journey online. Who knows, maybe in a year's time I'll be like, nope, we're packing this in, I'm going back to my office job. That might happen, but you know, I feel like if you've got the opportunity to make this dream a reality, then you should go for it. And I might fail, who knows, but I also might land a role that I really like. So I don't really feel any pressure at all. I don't put any pressure on myself. I'm lucky enough that, you know, my dad and my siblings and my family, my mum, everyone's very supportive about what I do. So yeah, I don't feel any pressure. Right, I think I've answered all the questions I wanted to. If you like, I can do a part 2 to this because I have tons more questions that came through, but I feel like this is enough for now. Thank you so much for watching, if you're still watching. Leave a comment below, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, let me know what you think of me on YouTube. I'm just trying this out. Yeah, now I've got to figure out how to edit a video because I've never had to do that before. Ooh! I now get to eat my sweet treat. Bye guys.